the haunting mystery of the Beaumont children disappearance. Unsolved 1966 case. In the heart of Adelaide, Australia, on a warm summer day in January 1966, a seemingly ordinary outing turned into one of the country's most haunting mysteries. This was the day the Beaumont children, Jane, Arnna and Grant, vanished without a trace, leaving behind a legacy of sorrow, speculation and endless searching. Jane, the eldest at 9 years old, was a responsible and caring sister to her siblings, 7-year-old Arnna and 4-year-old Grant. Their parents, Jim and Nancy Beaumont, trusted Jane to look after her younger brother and sister. On January 26, 1966, Australia Day, the children set off for a day at Glenelg Beach, a popular spot not far from their home in Somerton Park. The beach was bustling with families enjoying the summer holiday, and the children were eager to join the fun. That morning, Nancy watched as her children boarded the bus at 10 a.m, holding hands and chatting excitedly. It was a short ride to the beach, one they had taken many times before. Nancy expected them to return home by the afternoon around 2 p.m. Little did she know she would never see them again. The children arrived at Glenelg Beach and quickly immersed themselves in the seaside activities, swimming, playing in the sand and enjoying the sunshine. Witnesses later recalled seeing the children around 11 a.m, laughing and playing. Several people also remembered seeing them with a tall blonde man who seemed friendly and approachable. He was seen helping the children with their beach gear and even playing with them in the water. At the time, this interaction did not raise any alarms. As the day wore on, Nancy grew increasingly anxious. By 3 p.m, with no sign of the children, she called Jim at work. Together they drove to the beach and scoured the area, calling out the children's names and asking anyone if they had seen them. Panic set in as hours turned into evening, and the police were soon involved. The police launched an extensive search operation, canvassing the beach, nearby neighbourhoods, and the surrounding areas. Volunteers joined the effort, combing through sand dunes, abandoned buildings, and parks. Despite the massive search, there was no sign of Jane, Arnna, or Grant. Their towels, beach bags, and other belongings were found neatly placed where they had left them, but the children had vanished without a trace. As news of the disappearance spread, the community was gripped with fear and sorrow. The media coverage was relentless, with newspapers, radio, and television broadcasting updates around the clock. The story of the Beaumont children captured the nation's attention, and tips began to pour in from across the country. Unfortunately, many of these leads led to dead ends, and the mystery only deepened. One of the more puzzling aspects of the case was the report of a sighting the day after the children disappeared. A postman who knew the Beaumont family claimed to have seen the children walking along Jetty Road in Glenelg, seemingly happy and holding hands. They were accompanied by a man matching the description given by witnesses at the beach. This sighting was never confirmed, and the trail quickly went cold. The investigation took a turn when a local businessman reported an encounter with the children on the day of their disappearance. He claimed that the children had come into his shop, accompanied by a man, to purchase snacks. Jane used a $1 note to pay for the items, a significant detail as their mother had only given them coins for their outing. This suggested that the man might have given them the money, indicating they were in his company willingly. As weeks turned into months, the Beaumont case became a national obsession. Theories about the children's fate ranged from kidnapping to being taken overseas. One chilling theory suggested that they had fallen victim to a child exploitation ring, but there was no concrete evidence to support this. Despite numerous appeals for information and rewards offered for their safe return, the case remained unsolved. Over the years, several suspects emerged, each bringing a new wave of hope and heartbreak. One of the most infamous suspects was Bevan Spencer von Einem, a convicted child murderer. However, despite extensive investigations, no direct link to the Beaumont children could be established. Another suspect, Harry Phipps, was a wealthy businessman with a dark side. His son claimed that his father had been involved in the children's disappearance, but searches of Phipps' properties yielded no results. In 2013, a new lead emerged when two men came forward, claiming they had been hired to dig a hole in Phipps' factory grounds on the day the children disappeared. This led to an excavation at the site, but once again, nothing was found. Each new lead brought a glimmer of hope, only to be dashed by the harsh reality of the ongoing mystery. The case also had a profound impact on Australian society, changing the way people viewed child safety. Before the Beaumont children disappeared, it was common for children to roam freely with little supervision. The tragedy brought a heightened awareness of the potential dangers, leading to more vigilant parenting and increased community efforts to protect children. For Jim and Nancy Beaumont, the pain of losing their children was immeasurable. They held on to hope for many years, believing that one day their children might return. As time passed, their hope turned into a quiet acceptance, but the pain never faded. Jim passed away in 2019, and Nancy continues to live with the haunting absence of her beloved children. The disappearance of the Beaumont children remains one of Australia's most enduring mysteries. It is a story that has been told and retold, each time bringing new theories and perspectives but no resolution. The case has left an indelible mark on the nation, a reminder of the fragility of life and the enduring hope that someday the truth might finally come to light. In the years since the Beaumont children vanished, their case has inspired numerous books, documentaries and investigations. Each new generation learns about the mystery, and the hope for answers persists. The story of Jane, Arnna and Grant Beaumont is a testament to the resilience of the human spirit, the unyielding pursuit of justice, and the power of a community united by a shared tragedy. As we reflect on the Beaumont case, we are reminded of the importance of vigilance and community in ensuring the safety of our children. The disappearance of the Beaumont children is not just a story of loss, it is a story of a nation's collective grief and determination to protect its most vulnerable members. Though the Beaumont children may never be found, their legacy endures. They are remembered not only in the hearts of their family and friends, but also in the annals of Australian history. Their story serves as a poignant reminder of the mysteries that life can hold and the enduring hope that, one day, those mysteries may be solved. The impact of the Beaumont children's disappearance extended beyond Australia, capturing international attention and sparking similar safety reforms in other countries. The case was a wake-up call for many communities around the world, highlighting the need for increased awareness and protection of children. In the decades that followed, various efforts were made to keep the case alive in the public eye. Annual memorials were held, and the media continued to cover any new developments, no matter how small. The Beaumont family received an outpouring of support from people who were touched by their story, offering sympathy, solidarity, and sometimes new information that could potentially lead to a breakthrough. Despite the lack of resolution, the case has not been forgotten. Advances in technology and forensic science have given renewed hope that one day answers might be found. Cold case units and private investigators periodically revisit the evidence, hoping to uncover a clue that had been missed or was previously undetectable. The Beaumont children's disappearance also had a cultural impact, influencing literature, film, and art. It became a symbol of lost innocence and the quest for truth in a world that often seems indifferent to suffering. Artists and writers drew inspiration from the case, creating works that explored themes of loss, hope, and the human condition. In schools, the story of the Beaumont children is sometimes used as a teaching tool, illustrating the importance of safety, the impact of crime on communities, and the advancements in investigative techniques over the years. It serves as a reminder to future generations of the importance of vigilance and the need to look out for one another. As we continue to search for answers, the story of Jane, Arnna, and Grant Beaumont endures as a beacon of hope and a call to action. It reminds us of the power of community, the importance of never giving up, and the need to keep pushing forward, even in the face of seemingly insurmountable odds. The disappearance of the Beaumont children is a chapter in history that remains open, with the final pages yet to be written. It is a story that calls for resolution, for closure, and for the truth to finally come to light. Until that day comes, the legacy of the Beaumont children will continue to inspire, challenge, and unite us in the ongoing pursuit of justice and understanding.